Back to Project Snail Mail. Whoa. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the shop. On this episode, we're going to get the boxing plates on the frame, Twin Snail Mail, and we're going to start hitting the Welder Series 4-link rear end and maybe get into the Mustang 2 crossmember a little bit. But first and foremost, I want to thank all of our subscribers. And if you have not subscribed to the channel yet, please give us a subscribe, because we are under 100 away from getting 1,000, which has been a goal for me for a while. So go ahead and tell your friends and hit that subscribe button and help us grow the channel. That being said, go check out FTPSpeedShop.com, get some merch, help us out there, and enjoy the show. Let's get on to Twin Snail Mail suspension. Oh yeah. All right, what's up, guys? Oh shit. All right, guys, we're back here working on the frame. All right, we got All right, so we're back here working on the frame. Brandon at Turner Design Works again came through in a big way for me the other day. I'd given him some cardboard cutouts for my frame boxes, so we can get this part of the frame boxed in to pick up a little rigidity back here, because we're going to be pumping some horse purrs through this bad boy. So he went ahead and got some plates cut out. This is the front section here. I had to do it in 2 pieces because I didn't have cardboard that was long enough, but that's fine. So this guy fits nice and tight in here. I've already got the frame ground and cleaned up, making lots of loud noises. So we're gonna start clamping this stuff in, and then we'll go ahead and start tacking this in. I'm gonna tack it in a handful of places, and I'll get everything kind of worked around. And then I got these pieces here for the other side. Something like whoa. So got the frame cleaned up. I'm gonna go ahead and start burning this in. Let's get the welder fired up. All right, guys, so last night I got the top side of the frame all welded in and down the sides, and this morning had the wife and Jackson helped me flip the frame over so I could weld the bottom, because screw trying to weld upside down. I can't weld right side up, let alone upside down. So got started on this a little bit ago. The camera died, then I ran out of welding wire, so I've got a new spool of wire in the machine and 70% battery. So we're gonna get to burning the rest of these in. I got it tacked last night along the bottom. Looks like most of them held pretty good, and then I was able to burn in the rest of the welds, or the bottom side of the C notch anyway. So gotta go ahead and weld this guy and that guy up. So I'm gonna get to it now. Let's do it. All right, we got everything welded up. Ran into a few hiccups right around here. I don't know if I got into the dirty welds metal. There was some undercoating that was on the bottom of the frame. You can see it kind of bubbling up right there. Thought I had it all grinded off, but it was kind of being a real bitch to weld. But I mean, I don't know. Messing with the welder settings, every one of these little inches, trying to get it dialed in, and I feel like in this area I had it dialed in the best. They're a little flatter. I went a little wide with them, probably a little wider than I had to, but trying to figure the welder out. Not gonna worry about these too much. They're gonna be on the bottom side. Nobody's ever gonna see them, so. Time to get the frame flipped back over and start the 4-link. Oh yeah. So we got everything sitting back down where it belongs. I went ahead and welded some legs, some supports, got the frame sitting level all the way around. It's perfectly level up front, pretty much perfectly level in the middle here. Then the back here, it's like less than a 16th out, but it's whatever, it's good enough for what I'm doing, I think. I don't know. I tried to tweak it a little bit and couldn't get it to move any, so I think it's staying right where it's at, but it is sitting now at ride height level. So I am now trying to get the rear end centered up and get it fit in here. I've got it leveled straight up on this side, centered in the C notch at ride height. and I'm coming over here to this side. This is the center line of my C-notch. I don't know if you can see that silver line right there. I just went and measured 1 3/8 inch over on each side because it's a 2 3/4 inch axle. So I'll get that leveled straight up. Right now it is centered between the frame rails, equal distance on both sides. So it's centered right where it needs to go, and I just need to make sure it's forward. And then we're gonna start trying to figure out the 4-link and get that stuff going. So that's exciting. Okay, I got the axle centered up. Everything's right where it needs to be for going down the road. I just went and took some scrap stock I had laying around and just welded the axle directly to the C-notch. So hopefully this thing won't move now. It's locked in right where it needs to be. And I can start laying out my 4-link off of this. And I don't have to worry about it moving once I get the 4-link all dialed in and sitting where it needs to be and tacked in. I'll go ahead and cut those loose. We'll cycle it, make sure everything moves the way it does and needs to go, and we'll go from there. I have the pinion angle sitting roughly at, what was it, 3 degrees roughly, 2.78 degrees, something like that. I got it sitting real close with the digital guy from square from the frame, which will be my neutral point, so to speak, for the engine and for the rear end, and it's sitting right about, if it was zeroed out at 0 on the frame there, I think it was 87.1 degrees here, so it's just under 3 degrees. We're shooting for 3 degrees. I think that's the optimal. So we'll shoot for 3 degrees on the transmission also. So let's start breaking into this Welder Series 4-link. All right guys, so this is a Welder Series stuff. I elected for the Weld It Yourself kit. This is a 4-link bars. It's already got its radius cut on the end of it. Everything comes in nice bags with all the parts. These guys go on the end of this, just like so. Weld those up. And then it's got bolts that already have a radiused head on it that will also weld onto these guys right here like that. And then those guys screw into this end, so that's an adjustable on one side anyway, 4-link bar. This is how the parts come. This is a rear plate. The axle plate comes with a nice laser cut piece of steel. Clamp it up on the table and bend it. And I threw some tacks on this because I had this for mock-up, and it was getting ready to break off the rest of the way. So I just tacked it back together to keep it from falling apart, so it'd keep its shape. And that guy will mount somewhere like that on the rear end and get welded in. This part right here is the frame mount, which I'm hoping doesn't interfere with the body mount, but that's gonna mount somewhere. I don't know where it's gonna mount, to be honest with you. There is the front cross member. It's 2 separate pieces that get welded together. They've got these nice locating tabs cut out. Everything's all laser cut. So it all just goes together and kind of almost locks in together. It's a pretty slick system. There's a axle 4-link mount, and then there's the LS1 motor mount adapter kit. So that stuff will all be going together here shortly. And then I have all of my 4-link tubes. Kind of trying to figure out the TIG welder a little bit. I don't know, they don't look too awful. TIG welding is actually kind of fun. I do need to make sure I clean my metal a little bit better because there definitely was some porosity in some of this stuff from the dirty metal. But it looks like we got good penetration in there. So I think those are gonna work. I got all those guys in the panhard bar welded up the other day. So we can start getting all this stuff, figure out where this stuff's gonna go and mount and center the rear end. And I don't really know how all it's gonna go yet, so